Hey there fellows, today we're going to be covering a game that's a little bit different than usual. You see, on this channel we usually cover tactical first-person shooters, but not today. No, today we're going to be covering a tactical top-down shooter. So let's see how that goes. So this mystery one-of-a-kind tactical shooter is Thunder Tier 1, a game that I literally hadn't heard anything about up until a few days ago. And based on this poll I sent out, you guys hadn't either. If you're anything like me, it's most likely because top-down shooters just aren't really your cup of tea. I have literally never played a top-down shooter in my life until Thunder Tier 1 showed up. I'm sorry, door kickers and XCOM fans, these types of games just didn't appeal to me. But Thunder Tier 1 has changed all of that, and it hasn't even been released yet. So what is it about this game that has completely converted me into a fan of top-down shooters? And can it do the same for you? Let's take a look. But first, we need to talk about what this game even is, because it looks like a lot of you have no idea. So, Thunder Tier 1 is a realistic top-down shooter where you're tasked to command a team of 4 through an assortment of challenging missions. Your job is to lead your squad through buildings, terrain, and urban environments, taking out enemies while you work your way towards the mission objectives, some of which include destroying weapon depots, rescuing hostages, and capturing hostile leaders. I'm sure this isn't sounding amazing yet, but the main idea isn't where this game shines. The gameplay is. You see, Thunder Tier 1 does a few things that make it really stand out to me, like the fact that you actually play as a person on the team. The whole game isn't just controlling everybody like Door Kickers is. You use the WASD keys to control your movement, you can manage your inventory, throw grenades, everything. You are in 100% control of your player. But you can't just take these missions solo. You also need to control the rest of your team and let them know where to move, who to escort, and who to shoot. This multitasking seemed really overwhelming to me at first, but as I adapted to it more and more, I started to really enjoy the process. It adds a whole new level to the game because you can't just focus on yourself. You actually need to come up with decent plans on the fly and make sure you know what the rest of your squad is doing at all times. And I didn't mention this yet, but all of this is happening in real time. Yeah, this isn't like other top-down shooters that let you control the flow of time or just take turns. Everything happens in real time in Thunder Tier 1, which totally helps add another serving of stress to your platter. But obviously, I love it. My brain is constantly at 100% utilization when I play this game, and it feels very, very rewarding. It's a feeling I don't think I've felt in any other game. Sure, Zero Hour and Ground Branch feel awesome when a team strat works well and you complete a mission perfectly, but this just feels a little bit different. It's more like the feeling of success you get after completing a challenging puzzle, if that makes any sense. Basically, the gameplay is just very good. It flows amazingly and is really well made. Again, this is coming from somebody who has never played top-down shooters. I just love how in the zone you can get when planning out your team's movements. It comes to you quickly, and then you're running ops like nobody's business, feeling like you could probably be a real-life team leader in the military. Before snapping back to reality, that is. Thunder Tier 1 also has some really impressive graphics, which isn't something I ever thought I'd say about a top-down shooter. Obviously, graphics aren't everything, but, I mean, they are a really nice bonus. This game looks awesome, especially when compared to other games in its genre, and it really helps add to the polished feeling of the game. Yeah, I just said a game in closed preview feels polished. What has the world come to? But unfortunately, nothing can be perfect, so let's take a brief moment to complain about the game, while keeping in mind I played the preview build, so all this stuff can change. First off, I had a bit of an issue with crashes, which is the bread and butter of early game builds. I didn't have a ton of these, but it did happen once or twice, which is really not fun in a game like this, since you're most likely deep into a mission that you've been super concentrated on for quite a while now. Then, blip, you gotta restart now. But honestly, I'm not too worried. Again, this is an early build, and early builds like to crash. That's just the way it is. The second issue I had was with my squad's AI. They're a little bit dumb. Since this game takes place in real time, it can be very hard to micromanage every single teammate's every single movement. This leads to the AI taking some really stupid cover when they're left to their own devices. And I'm not talking about bad positioning, I'm talking about being completely open to enemy fire. This obviously leads them to dying, which leads to having a harder mission ahead and a complete feeling of utter failure. Eventually, I got used to this though and was able to remedy it most of the time, but it would be a little bit nice if they could be a little bit smarter. Also, am I crazy, or is there no way to tell a teammate to watch a specific direction? I get that the action is happening over here, Hat Trick, but please just watch our flank. And last but not least, we have my third issue, which is that I can't play the campaign yet. Yes, I know that it's an early build, and this will most certainly be in the full release, but I don't care. -1 point because I want to play all of this game right now, and they won't let me. FYI, that was a joke. I hope the devs take their time because this game is really shaping up to have a phenomenal release. Honestly, it's easily one of my favorite tactical shooters ever now. It's a breath of fresh air in a genre that's basically been dominated by the first-person type games forever. Sure, you could just chalk up my conversion to me simply liking top-down shooters, but never knowing it because I haven't ever played one before, but I don't think that's true. Thunder Tier 1 is something special, and I think everybody should try it. Really, everybody. Your mom, your sister, your girlfriend, and definitely you. This game is really unique, and you should not sleep on it, even if you think top-down shooters just aren't for you. Seriously, just give it a try when it comes out, you'll like it. Probably. Just like you probably like this video, right? Right? Well, if you did, leave a like and a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And that should just about wrap this video up. I'll see you guys next time, stay safe, have a good one, and yes, I am getting a haircut today, so there's that.